What is going on YouTube? Today, I don't got something special, but I got something. Originally, I wanted to get pepper shrimp, but they closed at 9, and I was gonna put my order at like 8 o'clock. But for some reason, they canceled my order. So I got this instead. So I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's called the resonator. There's the something. I don't know. Oh, wow. You know, this is a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. But essentially, I got it from Gladiator Burger. It is a steak sandwich with mac and cheese in it. So I don't know how it looks. I've never had it before. I've never even seen it before. I was just like looking at a bunch of things. I'm like, what's interesting to get? And I seen this and I'm like, it is pretty interesting. So let's take a look at this here. Wow. This is crazy. So it has mac and cheese, steak, lettuce, aioli, and beef bacon in it. Wow. I need to like figure out what I'm gonna do with this because this is insane. What is this? This is massive. So this is gonna be messy. So I'm gonna leave this here. But wow, look at this. Like, this is insane. Wow. What? This is insane. Look at that. Oh my God. This is the best picture we're gonna get here. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, well, it's about to be crazy. Before we get started, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if anything you want to try and talk about. I'm down to that. As always, check out timestamp description. Let's break off a piece of this and eat it. Yeah, you know what? That's the way to go. We're gonna break off a piece and eat it. So, first bite. What have I got myself into? What have I done? This is massive. Oh my God, I'm going through my box of tissues here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I hate having like a dirty hand and a dirty face. Anytime I watch back my videos and I'm editing, I see there's like little like spots of foods on my face and stuff like that. It drives me crazy. So I try to like keep myself clean at all times. So I must say, I think I like it. So the mac and cheese is pretty good. It's not super cheesy. Like a lot of times when I see mac and cheese, he pulled like the mac and cheese up. You see like a cheese pull and stuff like that. This one's not really like that. I think it's just all macaroni and just cheese sauce. There's no extra cheese on it. The beef bacon's pretty good. It's very like beef bacon always just tastes fatty, right? So there's beef bacon. Yeah, just very fatty, but beef bacon has like a lot of tender. It's like not tender, but flavor to it. Let's see if I can break off another piece of it here. This is so messy. It's probably one of the messier videos I've done. The steak is good. The steak is tender. I'll give it that. Like, I'm not sitting here for 10 minutes chewing this. It's pretty good. I like it. I'm gonna finish it. I definitely can, but the question is, should I? You know. I need to start buying like the wet napkins and stuff and clean a bit better than tissue. Anyways, how was your guys' day today? I wasn't too bad. I literally just finished work. I'm like, I need to find something to eat, so now I'm here. Gave me a fork, so I can also scoop it up and eat it. I did get a comment suggestion here, and I don't think I talked about it. Maybe I mentioned it because I did do a video talking about like my favorite movies. But I don't think I did want to talk about like my favorite horror movies specifically. So let's go through that, because for me, I love horror movies. Horror And thriller, mind you, I'm not the type of person to be here, sit here and be like horror movies are amazing movies, because a lot of them suck compared to like other movies. But like I just enjoy the genre of horror, and I love when people push boundaries on it. Right, when people like push boundaries on horror, and it kind of like skews the line between horror and like other things. Because in my opinion, the best horror movies aren't even like truly horror. They're kind of like, you got maybe a bit of horror aspects to it, or maybe some sort of supernatural aspects to it, but they're not completely horror. So for example, one of my favorite horror movies is Hereditary. I love Hereditary. I think Hereditary, oh my God, wow. I think Hereditary is a modern day horror classic. I think you'll be hard pressed to find a movie, like a horror movie that was made in the 2010s, better than Hereditary, because Hereditary has so many good things about it. Mind you, there's like a lot of movies I haven't seen, so right, so there could be some horror movies that came out that are like the below Hereditary out of the water. Like the thing about Hereditary is the story is so well written, and the dialogue is really, really well done in the acting. Like Toni Collette in that, when she was like fighting with the guy from the Naked Brothers band and like the dad in their dining room, like it's just outstanding performances all around. And the movie is creepy, right? It doesn't focus on jump scares. It focuses on just like being creepy and knowing something's there that can't be seen until the end, or kind of comes to like a climax, right? This is why Ari Aster is one of my favorite directors. His movies are just like, they're just so good. Which brings me to Midsommar. I know a lot of people like Midsommar more than Hereditary. I feel like I've met more people who like Midsommar more than Hereditary, but Midsommar is good. It's kind of like a slow burn though. I feel like Midsommar kind of goes away from the horror aspect a little bit more than Hereditary, because I don't think there's too much supernatural about it. I don't think there's anything supernatural about Midsommar. It's just like they go to Sweden. I think they go to Sweden, and then they basically get like drugged, and then like they're kind of, you know, they do cult things there. But it's definitely up there in terms of horror-esque movies. Next is Get Out. I know there's a debate on whether Get Out truly is a horror movie. I don't know. Like it was in the, I'm pretty sure it was in like the horror genre, or it's like marked down as a horror genre. And it's more of like a psychological thriller. I don't know what to call it, but since it's like, I can't really pinpoint it, and it kind of leads towards more of like the thriller and suspense and like something that you wouldn't want to happen to you, I'm gonna put it in the horror genre. But that's also just one of my favorite movies in general. I think I talked about that in one of my earlier videos. Now let's go a bit more into the actual horror. The Conjuring. I love The Conjuring. There's one thing The Conjuring does that I love that like a lot of other horror movies don't do, is that the ghost or the demon in The Conjuring does not care that other people are there. Like that demon will like through the kids and everyone, and start attacking people with everyone they're watching. Like that demon was on sight, and I loved it. Crazy sandwich. Well, I used to like the second Conjuring more than the first Conjuring, but after I watched them some more, I'm just like, nah, I think I like the first one more, because the first one had some jumpy scenes, but it wasn't like totally jumpy scenes. The story was good. The way they told it was good. It made you feel for the characters as well, right? And I think his name Patrick Adams and Vera Farmiga did a really good job playing like the I guess ghost hunters, what you'd call them, or ghost detectives. Very good one. Sinister. Sinister was a good movie. Like that. I love James Wan's movies. He's kind of like in the horror genre, but sometimes he doesn't do horror ones. So like Megan, I'm sure was like technically a horror movie, but I didn't find it horror-y. But like Saw 1, 2, 3, outstanding movies. Oh my god. Exorcist, the original one is good. The ones after it kind of sucked, but you know, what are you gonna do about them? Really, honestly. I like the Haunting in Connecticut. That was pretty good too. That was a movie. That was quite the movie. And the first half of the first Insidious was good. I remember in the first Insidious, I was in the theaters, and it actually made me jump at one point because there was a part where she was like in the bed and she was looking outside, and there's like a guy walking back and forth, and then he walked, and then he just walked into the house. I just didn't expect it because I'm just like, last thing I expected is first the guy just to walk into the house from outside the window, you know? That's good. There's also some like overrated horror movies. Like for example, when Incantation was out or came out, everyone was talking about saying it's so scary. I watched Incantation. I was not scared. I was like watching this. I'm like, I mean, it's a pretty good movie in terms of story, but like in terms of scariness, it's not scary at all. But I still enjoyed it. Cloverfield was really good too. Those like found footage movies were like pretty good for a while. Blair Witch Project, well, not really scary. I really watched when I was younger. It scared me because I'm just like, what's going on here? And I remember apparently with the Blair Witch Project, that was like the first type of found footage film. So I remember a lot of people thought it was real because then they like they had like a website for it, and the website was a promotion for it, and they posted like the videos there. And people thought this was like actually happening to people on their website in like the 90s or 2000s or something like that. I remember hearing that. I don't know if it's true, but that's pretty good. Us as well. I think like Us maybe counts as a horror movie. I love Us as well. Jordan Peele's movie, I just love all of them. Like Nope too. Like I love all of his movies. If you want to get animated, Coraline's a good movie too. I think that would also count as like some sort of horror. Anything that's like kind of slightly counting as horror, I'm just gonna count it as horror. Even if it's not particularly horror. Oh, another one that I thought was really well done. It was really good and just like surprisingly good. Where I was like, "What is like, why is this random movie like pretty good?" Is Black Phone. I thought Black Phone was pretty good, and it didn't really, I guess, have like a twist at the end of it or anything like that. But it's just like the way the movie progressed and the pacing of the movie, I thought was really well done. And it was like he was like using the Black Phone to talk to like dead kids and stuff like that who were like killed there and I guess buried. I can't remember, it was years ago, but it was like they were trying to help him not escape, but they're trying to help him kill the guy so they can escape. So it's kind of like a revenge, like a ghostly revenge thing. And also, all these movies are coming to my head now. Barbarian is so good, and I love Barbarian because it was such like a 180 from the trailer, like purposely done from the trailer. Oh, there's literally just bread left. I didn't even realize. Okay, well, last bite of the bread. Because I remember the trailer, purposely deceptive, made it seem like the guy, the Skarsgård guy who plays Pennywise, made him seem like he'd be like a villain. Right? Actually, he was just like a good guy who was like murdered, and then like the movie just like it just turned so like dark and creepy, and it's just like a movie about like I guess assault. It's a movie about like trauma. It's a movie about like it's just a movie about so many things. It's a movie about like really, it makes you actually, when you're at the end of the movie, I don't even want to spoil it because I think the movie's actually outstanding, but it makes you question who the actual barbarian, because obviously the movie's called Barbarian because someone's a barbarian in it, but it's like when you really see the mentality of people and how they act and how they treat each other, you really like try to question, because one, you might think who the obvious barbarian is. Once you see the movie, you'll be like, oh, that's probably who the barbarian is. But when you see the end of it, you're just like, really, who is the barbarian here? Is there multiple? Is there just one? It's outstanding movie. I think I don't know if it's a horror movie, but I think it's just a movie people should watch because I think it was well done, honestly. Everyone did a good job. Like Justin Long did a good job. Everyone did a good job. So probably here. All right. With that being said, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Anything I'm trying to talk about. I'm down to that. Always check out videos in the side. And yeah, that was Gladiator Burger. The I can't remember the name of it. I'll find it. I'll put the name in the description. But like it had its own name for it, just like the other one had like the I don't remember the other one's name either, but it was a crazy sandwich I got. Gladiator Burger's got a lot of crazy sandwiches, but that one, it was good. Everything about it was good. I just prefer if the mac and cheese tastes a bit better. It tastes like the mac and cheese kind of wasn't seasoned. It didn't have enough cheese in it. It was so like viscous. I think that's the word for it. It was like super runny, or maybe not viscous enough. I don't know. That one always confused me. But if the mac and cheese had a bit more flavor to it and a bit more cheese, I think I would probably give it a bit of a higher score. But other than that, it was pretty good. I'll give it like a 7.5. Yeah, no, actually, let me give it a 7 because it, like, for some reason it got extra cold really fast. I don't know. Maybe I just took a long time to eat it, which I don't think I did. But also got to knock points for the presentation because that thing was just like crazy to eat. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my list of like I've said a bunch of movies, but like my list of movies that I like really like. And then I think I said like one is like overrated, Incantation, but like, and a good horror show to watch is Haunting in Hill House. That was pretty good. I hated the characters in it, minus one, which is like Love's. Her name, I can't remember her name in the show, but her name in like You is Love. So I call her Love in Haunting in Hill House. Her brother, like the drug addict brother, he's like the only character I actually like in that show. Everyone else is insufferable. But either way, this was pretty good. The movies those are all like my favorite movies. But either way, thank you for watching. Gladiator Burger, 7 out of 10. My favorite horror movies or horror-esque movies. First review, and peace.